Hello beautifuls, my name's Epic Treasure. Welcome to the channel. So this video today is a very interesting one indeed and aligns with all the stuff I've been covering with Palworld. So Chickpea released this video 5 days ago, and due to my curiosity, I was having a look at leaks, etc. and rumors, and one of those, obviously because you know I love building, was in regards to new potential building item, like a building material. So we've got stone, we've got wood, we've got glass, we've got metal, we've got the Japanese set. And when I had a look at these leaks, there was a placeholder name called SF. That's it. All the items were still the same. So it had foundation, it had the walls, it had the triangles, and the slope roofs. But I'm like, what is SF? Right? So the first thing that came to mind, I thought, again, going back to Craftopia, was it had mineable sand nodes on the beaches. You could mine these. They look just like rock, just, you know, the stone, but they were sand, right? And so I thought perhaps what we're going to see in this content in regards to building is actually going to be sandstone. And then, sure enough, we see this content here released by Chickpea, because you know they like to do their little animation things. And there's another very interesting part in this, which is Chickpea right in front of your face, which I'll get to in a minute. So some of the other leaked information was material items, which was actually sand. There was silicon was another one. And silicon is made from, this is all speculation, by the way. Total speculation. I'm just going by what makes sense in my mind. So silicon, if it does happen, comes from the sand from quartz, right? So one would think that they could put quartz into a crusher and get sand from that if the silicon was to be made. But another of the leaked items, let me just play this part first and I'll play the whole thing through, is this scene with Chickpea, right? So bro's capturing this Chickpea and he's throwing Chickpea through the air, and Chickpea's flying off to somewhere else, and it is charred. They build the building. And actually, let me just go back and have a look at that pillar for a second. That's very interesting, those pillars, because again, in the description, every single building material will have pillars, right? So, you know, the Japanese have the dark wood pillars. The glass has the chunky glass pillars. Now, I didn't notice this until just now, but those along the side indeed are pillars. We've got a doorway there. Now, show me this again. Chickpea lands on the house, burns it to death, and then it's sort of solidified like stone. Now, the interesting part is, let me just grab this and we'll, again, like I said, we'll play the whole thing through without interruption. On the map, as you know, with fast travel points, we have the eagle statues, right? And these are just accessed by going from eagle statue or your base to the eagle statue, or you can respawn, etc. And what most of us have done, to say, for example, if you go to the wildlife sanctuary over here, there's no fast travel point. So a lot of the time, if you were farming at the fast travel, if you're farming at the wildlife sanctuary, you would grab one of your spare PAL boxes and put it there to be a fast travel point. Now, if you play Dragon's Dogma, they had an item called a port crystal. And the port crystal was literally a crystal that you could place down that would serve as a fast travel point of your own. Now, in these leaks, it had said that one could craft a monument to fast travel that was in the form of a Chickpea. So this video was released 5 days ago. So let us roll it through without interruption. Here we go. Start that again. Good on ya. So that is very interesting indeed. I find that fascinating, and I'm surprised I didn't catch on to that days earlier. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think the new building material will be, because I can guarantee you that will be one. So again, Tides of Terraria, it kind of just aligns. So don't forget to watch the other content in regards to the potential pals and the leaks with the types of pals, etc. I'll take you to one place before I go, which I think you'll thoroughly enjoy if we have some, yeah. And also the speculation of where we think that the new area is going to be. Let me just grab this off the screen here, which I'll go into detail about where I think it's going to be. Now, I got it wrong last time. Community's very, very smart with this kind of stuff though. Once that new reveal drops, we'll have a very, very good idea of where this is going to be. So let's just respawn. I'm going to take you to a really lovely base. I think you're going to love it. There's a whole video on that too. Let me just go back home. This is a new mining base that is to prepare for the new DLC. So my hot tips, and I'm going to make a final shopping list of what I believe you'll need for the DLC, which I got 100% right last time. Let's see how I go this time. But this is the preparation mining base. I would highly recommend to get, I might as well tell you now instead of waiting for the video, huh? I can find my paper. See, oh, we could write it down now. And don't forget, put your comment below of what you also think we should add to the shopping list. Let me do this. And this is a video of that tutorial of the mining base. Even go into a full bang Excel spreadsheet and everything. So got a whole shopping list there. It goes underground and everything, and all the beds are under this, just stunning. And then it runs all the way along up here to this beautiful farming castle. All of the food items are in there. Oh my God, it's nuts. It all leads out into different bases. It's just stunning. So what I say, I think, that we're going to need is, I would go nuts on getting mining iron ore. Reason being is everything in production that you make uses it. All of your ingots uses it. I would absolutely be getting chromite. So in my channel, you can find the best place to get chromite here. That's a base. They originally had it there, so you put a base there. Then there was a glitch. They took the base away from, you couldn't even build there, and now they brought it back. So now you can put a base in there. It's inside a cave. Watch the tutorial on that. But basically, you travel over here, and it's right across the way. You can see it's a big archway. So the chromite one's got 4 big nodes of chromite in it, where you get your smoky dog, and then it pops up all of the chromite there. It's an amazing place, and you can fit an expedition station there. So iron ore, chromite, hexalite is another one. Go nuts getting your hexalite ore. The best place for that is down here, right here, at minus 1066, then minus 1431. There's triple hexalite there. Just get a whole bunch of mining dudes there and dump them off there. And go nuts. Go absolutely nuts from that. A lot of people have had issues with that area because of the terrain. I've got a tutorial on my channel where there's no issues with that or getting stuck or anything like that. So if you're into building, you will very much enjoy those particular builds. So got that. I'm just going to take my travel there now. So iron ore, chromite, hexalite. I feel like predator cores, maybe, just because it was used during the most recent update with the features with Meowmere, needing it for Meowmere. So the predator cores, I would be working a little bit on that or saving those up. I'd also be getting Night Star Sand. There's those 3 massive hexalites. The Night Star Sand is all around the beaches. It's also up in the desert area. There's some parts that it doesn't have, but it's guaranteed basically all around Faybreak anyway. So the Night Star Sand, if you don't know, you just need to go to the sandy areas, and at nighttime there's like spots glowing in the sand. If you're kind of new to this, grab that stuff. Dark fragments I'd always recommend getting. They're always along the beach too. Another thing that I would be doing is I would be using your expedition stations to start getting those tech points. So the tech, we can see the sand now. Look, see the lights? So Night Star Sand, I would be grabbing those. Just go on for a little zoom every now and again. I'd even consider putting a base around a part that has the Night Star Sand and hexalite. So there's one hexalite there, but this is not the perfect base. I think the perfect base, might have been 2 bases up here from memory. I'm pretty sure it's up there. There's a base, or not a base, but a place that you could put your base there that has 2 hexalite ore that can fall within the same base. And there's one right next to it that's got hexalite and the crude oil. A really neat spot. So I think that's where I'd do that. So Night Star Sand, grab that. I would also be getting the high quality pal oil. So the high quality pal oil, I think the easiest way, and know the easiest way, is to buy it from the vendor. Some people like to go muck around and breeding those the dew mod things and then hacking them to pieces and stuff like that. But for me, my base is set up in a way where it's just pure production and the ore is made willy-nilly, and you can buy as much high quality pal oil as you want. I'll take you there now. Another thing that I would be getting is the flame organs. I'd be getting the electric organs. I'd be getting the ice organs also. I'd just be stockpiling those things. I'm going to take you over there now. This is my home base. Now I would also be making the ultra spheres, like the ones that are below the exotic ones if you're at the end game. So exotic and the ultra or ultimate or whatever they're called. So with these vendors, so Mr. Red, right, this red jacket vendor, he sells these things here. He sells the flame organs, he sells the venom glands, he sells the electric organs, right? There's no PAL at the moment that you can put in a farm that drops electric organs. They might change it after this DLC, I don't know, but at the moment you can't get that. And then also he has all the ingredients for cakes. He has also the medicine too. So when you're playing the game, you'll have a thing that'll pop up on the side, say a visitor has come to your base, and that's a wandering merchant. The wandering merchant has, oh, not that guy. The wandering merchant that will wander onto your base usually has the green jacket on, and he's the one that you want to be capturing, just like a pal, and he will sell you this, the high quality pal oil. That's what you'll be needing, I believe, because the high quality Pal oil, and he also sells the Pal fluids, it makes the polymer. And you're going to need the polymer because you're going to need circuit boards. I know it gets fiddly. So up here, a whole bunch of polymer happening there. So the polymer we need to make the circuit boards, right? So we've got 244,000 pure quartz and 3,000 polymer. So I'm just going to go nuts and make 1,500 circuit boards there while we're waiting. And also what I would do, I would go to your expedition stations. I would go in there. I would get your towers done. The ones that you would need, in my opinion, would be... I would be doing this one if you can do that one, because it has the ancient civilization core and parts, and that's going to be a no-brainer. You're going to need those, I think. The Moonflower Secret Hideout I would absolutely be doing because it gives you those tech manuals. So the high-grade tech manuals and the ancient tech manuals. So the high-grade gives you the main points to put in to unlock things, and then the ancient one gives you the column on the right. Then, the next one that we have, I would consider doing is, you could do spheres, I suppose, if you wanted to, if you don't particularly want to make them. I always get the spheres whenever I send my dudes in. This one's like a material run. This one is a really good one, the Dark Cave of Faybreak, because it gives you the ultimate sphere, it gives you the exotic sphere. That's another thing that I'd be getting is crude oil. Chromite was already on our list. We have the ancient civilization parts and the ancient civilization cores. Those are two things that I would be getting. And the crude oil, the same thing you can put through as the Secura Cavern too. But we'll just send them out now. Remember, you just go auto assign, then click the burger button and off they go. That being said, when you're on Faybreak, you'll have numerous drops, not Faybreak, when you're on your SJ Island, you'll have numerous meteor drops and those chest drops. You can change the settings in your custom settings, and you can change it back at any time and have those drop more frequently. And in those, you're going to find very important things in the game over here. Do you see this? These elixirs, they're permanent stat increases, right? So drink all of them as you get them. You can sell them if you wanted to, but I wouldn't. I would keep them anyway. You don't know what's going to happen with their uses later on. I don't know. So get your elixirs as you go. Remember, they drop from the chest from the sky. That's another thing that I would be doing. So you can go and, like I said, go into your settings. There's the custom settings. There's a meteorite drop. And if you set it to like 1, it drops every 1 minute. That's a bit excessive for most people. But anyway, so there's that. That's another hot tip I would get. I would also be farming the materials for your honey. For your cakes, and that is honey. At the moment, no vendor sells honey. So this base here, which has got a full tutorial, is literally about the fastest cake making and or mining facility. So here there's a whole beehive. Look at them going nuts, just bringing that down over and over and over again, transporting it. And that full bang ore production to turn it into cash, and then buying all those cake materials that you need to from the vendor that I've got in the vendor strip here. Oh, that's full now, but we've got all our storage over there. So the vendors chill out here. We can go here. We can buy stuff for cakes from them, and go nuts with breeding, because you're going to have to start breeding with the new pals in the new content. I think that's about it. I'm still fine-tuning the shopping list. Let me see what else there was. And don't forget to pop your manuals as you get them too. There's another bunch of them. But try to unlock as much as you can now. But in regards to stockpiling, just keep your assorted bases going full bang. So this again is just my ultimate base. It's got everything in there. I'm always going to be home. The ones that I showed you before, pure mining, pure farming, and then the other one's pure breeding. And don't forget to, like I said before in the other videos, join the server. Link in the description below. There's a whole trading channel there where you can trade your pals and get the best passives that already exist that other players have got. Super lovely community there. And that's about it, I think. We've covered everything today. So let us just make some of this, make some of this minestrone soup, 3,000 of it, and 134 cakes. I think I've got, we need to get, get the flour going. So it's a really beautiful base, this one indeed. And there's a whole tour for that too. There's a whole floating beehive and everything. And then eventually what's going to happen is over here, that's going to be a medieval guild town across the way. And that's going to connect with that breeding base that I just showed you before. And every single one of them connects to each other. So we've got the breeding one, but that bridge will be changed to stone. Then this one will lead over to the new mining one. That will lead over to the Pal Sanctuary. And then this one will be, the medieval town. That will have the pathway leading from here into there. It will be beautiful. So it's like having those, mega bases, but just having soul to it instead of just being a pure factory. But this is a really beautiful location indeed. But this base is just very, very stunning. I'm gonna love and leave you. So sandstone come through. I hope it is. I can't think, like before I just wanted nice white quartz. I was happy with that. But seeing that video now, very interesting indeed. I'll stop talking your head off. I hope you have an amazing day. Don't forget to follow and so much more coming your way. And any content that comes out with Palworld, I am all over it. I'll love and leave you. Have an amazing day or night. Till next time.